This is our home, a small blue planet orbiting a star in the vastness of space. But Earth is more than just a rock in the cosmos. It's a living, breathing world with a story that spans billions of years. Today we'll journey through the incredible history of our planet, from its fiery birth to its distant and inevitable end. To understand Earth's story, we must travel back to the very beginning, about 4.6 billion years ago. Our solar system began as a massive cloud of gas and dust left over from the explosive death of a previous star. As gravity pulled this material together, it formed a rotating disk around a young hot sun. Within this disk, dust and gas collided, sticking together to form small rocks. Over time, these rocks combined to create planetesimals, building blocks of planets. During Earth's early years, known as the Cambrian Eon, our planet was still in a state of chaos. Around 4.5 billion years ago, a catastrophic event occurred. A Mars-sized body, often called Theia, collided with Earth. The impact was so powerful that it sent a huge amount of debris into space. Over time, this debris coalesced to form the Moon, which has since played a crucial role in stabilizing Earth's rotation and influencing its tides. With the formation of the Moon, Earth's violent beginnings were starting to settle, but the planet was still far from the habitable world we know today. Its surface was a molten sea of lava, and the atmosphere was thick with toxic gases. Yet beneath this inhospitable exterior, the seeds of life were being sown. As Earth began to cool, its surface solidified into a rocky crust. The steam and gases that had been trapped in the molten rock were released into the atmosphere, forming thick clouds. For millions of years, these clouds unleashed torrential rains that cooled the surface further and filled the planet's basins, creating the first oceans. These oceans would become the cradle of life, a place where chemistry could give rise to biology. At the same time, Earth's atmosphere was transforming. Initially, it was composed mainly of carbon dioxide, water vapor, and nitrogen, similar to the atmospheres of Venus and Mars today. But as the planet cooled, these gases began to settle and Earth's atmosphere slowly became more hospitable to life. The stage was set for a profound transformation. About 3.8 billion years ago, life on Earth began. In the warm, nutrient-rich waters of the early oceans, simple molecules started to form more complex structures. These structures eventually became the first living cells, prokaryotes, tiny single-celled organisms that dominated the planet for billions of years. Among these early life forms were stromatolites, layered structures created by cyanobacteria that can still be found in some parts of the world today. These cyanobacteria were Earth's first photosynthesizers. They used sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into energy, releasing oxygen as a byproduct. Over time, their activity dramatically increased the oxygen levels in Earth's atmosphere, leading to what's known as the Great Oxidation Event around 2.4 billion years ago. This was one of the most significant events in Earth's history, setting the stage for the evolution of complex life. As the atmosphere became richer in oxygen, life began to evolve into more complex forms. By the Proterozoic Eon, around 2 billion years ago, the first multicellular organisms appeared. These early life forms paved the way for the diversity of life we see today. Meanwhile, Earth's continents were on the move, driven by the planet's internal heat. They collided and merged to form supercontinents like Rodinia and later Pangaea, only to break apart again over millions of years. This continual movement of the continents reshaped Earth's surface and climate, influencing the evolution and distribution of life. The planet was alive in every sense of the word, with its surface constantly renewing itself and life steadily becoming more complex. About 541 million years ago, Earth entered the Phanerozoic Eon, a period that saw an unprecedented explosion of life. Known as the Cambrian Explosion, this event marked the rapid diversification of life, leading to the emergence of nearly all major groups of animals we know today. The oceans were teeming with life. Trilobites, brachiopods, and the first vertebrates began to dominate. Over the next few 100 million years, life colonized the land. Plants, insects, and eventually amphibians and reptiles began to thrive. This era reached its zenith during the Mesozoic, the age of the dinosaurs. These magnificent creatures ruled the Earth for over 160 million years, until a catastrophic event, the impact of a massive asteroid, brought their reign to an end 66 million years ago. The resulting mass extinction wiped out nearly 75% of all species, paving the way for the rise of mammals. After the dinosaurs, Earth entered the Cenozoic era, an era often referred to as the Age of Mammals. With the great reptiles gone, mammals began to diversify and dominate the land, sea, and air. Over millions of years, these mammals evolved, and among them were the primates, our distant ancestors. By around 2 million years ago, the first members of the genus Homo, our direct ancestors, emerged in Africa. From these early humans came a species unlike any other, Homo sapiens. With their ability to use tools, control fire, and communicate complex ideas, humans quickly spread across the globe, forming societies, developing agriculture, and eventually creating civilization. In just a few thousand years, humans have transformed Earth more than any other species before. Today, we live in what some scientists call the Anthropocene, a new geological era defined by human impact on the planet. Our activities have altered Earth's atmosphere, oceans, and land. Deforestation, pollution, and the burning of fossil fuels have led to unprecedented levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, driving climate change. The consequences of our actions are becoming increasingly clear: rising sea levels, more extreme weather, and the loss of biodiversity. But there is still hope. Around the world, people are working to combat climate change, protect endangered species, and find sustainable ways to live on this planet. The choices we make today will shape the future of Earth for generations to come. We have the power to preserve the planet's rich diversity and ensure a habitable world for all life. Even if humanity succeeds in preserving the planet, Earth's story is ultimately tied to the fate of the Sun. Our Sun, like all stars, has a life cycle. In about 1 billion years, the Sun will become increasingly luminous, causing Earth's surface to warm and the oceans to evaporate. Life, as we know it, will become impossible. In about 5 billion years, the Sun will exhaust its nuclear fuel and swell into a red giant. Its outer layers will engulf the inner planets, including Earth. As the Sun expands, it will strip away Earth's atmosphere, boil off the oceans, and turn the surface into a barren wasteland. Eventually, the Sun will cast off its outer layers, leaving behind a white dwarf, a small, dense remnant of its former self. If Earth still exists by this time, it will be a cold, lifeless rock orbiting this dim star. But Earth's legacy doesn't have to end with its physical demise. The most remarkable part of our planet's history is the emergence of life, a phenomenon that may not be unique to Earth. Already we have begun to explore our solar system and beyond, searching for other habitable worlds. Our knowledge, our technology, and our spirit of exploration could allow life to spread beyond Earth, ensuring that the legacy of our planet endures long after it is gone. Our journey into space is just beginning. We stand on the threshold of a new era where humanity might one day call other planets home. In this way, the spirit of Earth, the cradle of life, may live on in the stars. Earth is a remarkable planet, a cradle of life, a world of wonders. Its story is one of resilience, transformation, and the endless drive for life to endure. As we continue to explore, we must remember that our home is a rare and precious place in the cosmos. The story of Earth is our story, and it's a story worth telling.